Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're 11 weeks out. Now I'm kind of doing bi-weekly videos until I get better at doing weekly. Because I think the last time I posted a video was 13 weeks out. The reason being, like, there really isn't crazy things going on. And I honestly just forgot to record. So here we are, 11 weeks out, yay. But right now, I am feeling great, like still vibing, really hard vibing. This week actually, I checked in yesterday and I had a high carb day yesterday, and he had me recheck in today to see kind of how the high carb day did. And my weight was exactly the same, so we decided to do another high day today, so yay. And essentially what the high day is just higher carbs of what I'm already eating. So it's not a completely different diet, it's just a little bit more carbs. I think it's like 50 grams more, 75 more, I don't know, I'd have to look. But so I'm doing that today, so my energy's like extra good. Not that my energy's been bad on my lower days. I mean, I'm hungrier on my lower days, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. Like, I'm not at that point. This prep has been very smooth for me. My last prep was relatively smooth. This is just a lot less pedal to the metal. Like, it's very, because I started at 18 weeks out, so I mean, we're pretty ahead too, I personally would say. I'm still not gonna share my physique right now, like a full check-in. But I do want to show a picture of my glutes after my fasted cardio this morning, because this is pretty crazy. I didn't start really fully seeing my glute and hamstring tie-ins until about like, I would say like 6 weeks out. That's when I started to see them. So the fact that like I'm already seeing them is pretty crazy. Maybe I'll throw in a posing video from yesterday too. But I still am flat right now, which is good. You gotta get flat to get shredded. But we're running another high day today, and we're gonna check in again tomorrow to see how that does too. I actually did my hair yesterday too. I washed it. How freaking... So a couple people actually asked me this on my Instagram and on one of my videos to put in a hair care tutorial. So I'll do that eventually the next time I wash my hair, maybe next week. Because I do like stuff before it, I guess you could say. But I just ate my pre-workout meal. It is about 12:22. This is an extremely weird angle, but my camera's dead, so it's like plugged in. But anyways, I don't even remember what I was saying. But I'm about to head to the gym. Ate my pre-workout meal, had 2 meals, and I was just gonna kind of talk to you guys. So yeah, I haven't had my plan changed since the last time I made a video, and my cardio is still the same. And we're looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. Honestly, my weight is exactly the same as where I was when I started my last prep, but I'm so much leaner too. So it's really cool to see. So yeah, my camera just is bugging. Now I don't have space in my memory card. But I'm in a very good spot right now. I'm excited to see how the second high carb day does for me, because I felt very flat yesterday, which is all a part of it, like I said, but I'm excited to see if maybe I get a little bit fuller after this one. But I can feel like my stomach like burning through the food, if that makes sense. If you've ever been in a calorie deficit, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a burning sensation in your stomach. But I am going to get my pre-workout ready. So like I said in my last video, this is my favorite pump right now. It is the Global Formulas Candy Apple, and then I just do 5 grams of creatine, monohydrate. I stand corrected, or is it I stand incorrect? I don't know how you actually, but we did actually change something last week. Not food or cardio-wise, but we added supplements in. So we added in 5 milligrams of yohimbine, which is a fat burner. I do it fasted before my morning cardio. And then we added in L-carnitine, but the injectable L-carnitine version. So injectable L-carnitine, why do it instead of powdered oral L-carnitine? Well, because it's more bioavailable than oral L-carnitine. Oral L-carnitine is, I think, only like 25% bioavailable, whereas injectable L-carnitine is like 90 to 100% bioavailable, and I just freaking bent this needle. It's literally a tiny little insulin needle. You're fine. Don't be a baby, like it's literally tiny. But I'm doing 500 milligrams of that pre-training. Because you wanna have injectable L-carnitine with insulin, so a carb meal. Sweat, and it makes me sweat a good amount. So, also helps that my gym isn't really air conditioned, it's just the stuff out there. So this takes me forever to like draw it out. But yes, injectable L-carnitine. It's good. Obviously don't add it in yourself, like ask your coach. Or if you're not coached, then do your research or hire a coach. I mean, I myself am actually a coach, so if you're wanting to work with a coach, you could apply down below and we can work together too. But yeah, definitely don't just add this in without talking to your coach first or whoever that person may be for you. But I'm super excited to train today. I am training shoulders and a little bit of chest. And when I say chest, it's like mostly just for front delt purposes. But I really enjoy my training right now. My strength is still pretty much going up. Like, I mean, I have a dip here and there, but my energy is just great in the gym, so I haven't been experienced the whole prep. Like I'm leaning out, like I'm in the honeymoon phase of prep still. So I think I've lost a total of 8 pounds 8 pounds since I started prep, which was, how long have I been on prep? Like 8 weeks, so pound a week. But like not really a pound a week, because there were weeks where I'd lose like 2 and then other weeks where I would lose none. But it all works out in the end. So yeah, my energy's really great still like, this is gonna sound really like crazy, but I love my cardio. It's like, I just get so zoned in. And lately I've been going in the EOS like movie room. So it's like pretty much dark in there. I mean, there's a little bit of light, and it's warm in there, because these commercial gyms, they be putting the air conditioner at like 70 degrees. Keep getting rudely interrupted because my camera keeps dying, but I gotta change whatever. But like I was saying, these commercial gyms make their gyms freezing. So this movie room is like, I'd say it's like a good 76, 77, and like it's perfect. Because not that I have like an issue sweating, but like when it's cold somewhere in a room, like even if I'm wearing like sweats and a jacket, it just takes me a while. So yeah, I dropped 0.8 pounds from the week before. So we're pretty much just cruising this week. And then he said at 10 weeks out, we're gonna turn up the heat a little bit, which I'm excited for, because I'm really enjoying my time, like I said, and I'm ready to push a little bit harder. So this has been kind of a cakewalk for me. I say that now, and then when we start pushing, I'll be like, ugh. No. I'm not a wuss, but I'm also gonna take my supplements because I'm weird and I prefer to take them with my meal too. Only because I eat eggs with my meal one and oatmeal, and for some reason when I'm trying to like swallow a bunch of pills after that, it just makes me feel very gaggy. Because I have quite a few supplements to swallow. So, but yeah, here's the cute fit of the day. It's almost like depressing to have to like sweat with this hair because it's literally like soft and luscious and it's just gonna get ruined. But I'm wearing this new Bombshell sports bra. It's literally the cutest. And the reason that I bought it is because it has an open back. And I'm a sucker for an open back because that's literally why I got this tattoo. Because I was like, this is gonna look so sick on a back day, even though I hit back yesterday. And I just want to, some days I want to show off my tattoo, sometimes I don't. And this just makes it look pretty sick. And then I'm wearing these shorts. I don't even know if you can see them. They're like teal. And they are from Paragon. They have very soft shorts. And then I think I'm just gonna wear this plain gray shirt as my pump cover. Hopefully we get a better pump today. Fingers crossed. But yeah, this morning I did my cardio, did some client check-ins, got back to them. And then now I'm gonna go work out. And I have to do more stuff later. But I'm just having a good time. Ooh, I almost forgot. I am literally like all over the place. I probably don't need more caffeine. This is what I was talking about in my last video. So I'm gonna take one of these now. And actually, instead of taking the BioLit in the morning before my cardio with all of my other cardio supplements, fasted supplements, I'm literally gonna throw this camera. I need a new memory card so bad. I just keep like deleting videos and photos off of this every time it says it, but I just need to get a memory card or clear this one. But instead of the BioLit doing one capsule in the morning, one capsule like an hour before I train, I started doing one capsule of BioLit before I train, and then I put back in the Burn HD. So I used this in my last prep and I still had some left. So I was like, why not add it back in? Because it's also good for cortisol support. And like I mentioned before, my cortisol was astronomically high the last time I got my lab. So what good to add in even more cortisol support in the morning, because I'm already taking Cordy's in the morning. So this is just a little extra, and it makes me sweat, which I love. I love to sweat. And it just gives me good energy. I think it's like 130 milligrams of caffeine, which is perfect for me. So I think in all right now I'm doing about like 250 caffeine all day, which I'm trying to keep it there for as long as I can. Honestly, I really don't even want to go over that. My plan is to kind of just stay there. But we'll see. Might have to increase it by a little bit, but my max I will never ever ever go over is like 350. That's it. I will not go over 350 in a prep or just ever, because in my opinion it's too much. So I think last prep the most that I did was like 300. So I just finished my workout, ate my post-workout meal in the gym. There's a little table. I'm not just eating it in the middle of weights. Because if you don't bring your post-workout meal to the gym, like, I don't know what you're doing, because I literally am so hungry after my workout. I, like, need to eat. So that's it for the workout. Very plain and simple, but all of my sets that I have in there are my working sets. So you don't need to do 8 exercises with 4 sets each. And if you're doing that, I can guarantee you your sets are probably not hard enough. Just saying. But it felt really good today, like with my shoulders, because in my opinion, I think that my shoulders really needed to come up from last year. Obviously pretty much everything did, but my shoulders definitely needed a little. Something I'm really trying to work on is being more confident, I guess you could say. Not really confident, just like believing in myself a little bit more, because that's something that I've always been pretty bad about. Like even in other sports that I used to do, like I used to be a competitive cheerleader. I used to do cross country for like a season, and I did lacrosse for like a season too. Those were very short-lived, the cross country and the lacrosse. But in all of those sports, I like to think I was pretty good. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm so great, but you know, I was able to get to a certain level pretty fast, I mean, and at a young age. But something that, like, I always, like, can see now that was holding me back, and my coaches at the time used to tell me, is, like, the fact that I didn't really believe in myself. So I'd always sell myself short of, like, these big goals that I would have, because I wouldn't believe in myself. So this is just kind of like a little message to you guys. Even if everybody around you believes in you and you're working really hard, you really do need to believe in yourself. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, I mean, you can work as hard as you want to, and it's just not going to work. You'll get to a certain point, but you won't be able to get all the way to your goal if you don't believe that you can get to the goal, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's something I'm still trying to be better about, because in my head it's like you can always be better, which is true, but I need to be more kind to myself in that aspect, and more like proud of myself, because it's very hard for me to be like proud of myself for more than like 5 minutes. Because I have this thing where I'm just like, I can always be better, I can always do better, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I think that it's good to recognize what you've done and what you continue to do, and how you're doing it. So that's something I really had to learn, and I've been learning a lot lately. Because I get a lot of kind messages from people regarding like my physique, and I've had coaches in the past and my current coach now who fortunately like very much so believe in me, and friends and family, which is so amazing, because a lot of people don't have that. So I think that it kind of clicked in my brain one day. I was like, if all of these people believe like XYZ, why don't I? And it really had me like think. So I challenge you to think the same thing if you kind of struggle with the same thing. Because for me, a lot of it also stemmed from the fact, like, obviously I can always do better, I can always work harder, but the fact that I don't want to be like super cocky, like I did that, I look like this, I'm the best. So I think that's another thing that is why I can't like put this belief and confidence in myself, because I don't want to come off as this like cocky, narcissist. I know that's a very extreme, but my brain is very extreme, if you can't tell. So yeah, I thought I would share a little bit of my thoughts. But yeah, so moral of the story, believe in yourself and you're halfway there. Because, yeah, work hard. I'm not saying don't work hard. I'm saying do both, because you need both. They both go together, especially in a sport so mentally consuming and draining like bodybuilding and like bodybuilding prep. So that's just what I've been learning lately. And I thought I would share it because I thought it was really a good thing to put out there. But anywho, it's about like 3-4 o'clock, I don't even know. I did a lot of posing afterwards because I'm gonna be honest, I've been liking posing. Crazy, right? Because I used to hate posing. So I actually don't have a posing coach right now. I did with my last coach. And I worked with her like every 2 weeks in prep and off season, honestly. Like, I got so obsessed with like wanting to be good at it, because posing was not my strong suit. Like, the working out and the following the plan, that came pretty easily for me, but the showcasing it was kind of what was harder for me. But I learned a lot from them, and I might hire like a coach, do like a few sessions just to like refine my posing. But right now I've kind of just been doing my own thing and videotaping and looking back and picking it apart myself. I don't know if I'm going to put my routine, I videotaped it today, but I did actually kind of reformat my routine from last year. I made it a little bit more fun. I know it's just an NPC routine, but I wanted to play around with a different transition to the front, mostly is what I changed. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. I still practice my old routine, but we'll see. That is gonna wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took something from my little rant. And I'll see you guys, I would say next week at 10 weeks out, which, you know what? Yes, I will see you guys at 10 weeks out, because if I say it, then I'll do it, usually. And 10 weeks out, we're just gonna crank up the heat, so it should be pretty interesting. So I will see you guys at 10 weeks out next week. If you guys want to follow along on my Instagram, I'm pretty active on my stories. I pretty much just post pictures of me working out or something. So if you want to follow me there, message me. I would love to chat with you guys if you subscribe to this channel. Like, it makes my day when somebody sends me a DM and says they love my YouTube or they watched one of my videos or something. So reach out. And if you guys are interested in coaching, I'll also leave that application down below and you guys can apply there. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.